Liverpool secured their second win on the bounce at the start of the Premier League campaign, after beating Burnley 2-0 at Anfield. Diogo Jota opened the scoring in the first half before Sadio Mane made sure of the 3 points in the second period. Mohamed Salah had a goal disallowed by VAR for offside, while Lascelles also had an effort choke-off for the visitors in an entertaining game. To kick off the weekend, Villa get their first win of the season, with a 2-0 victory over Newcastle. It was a slow first half, with the only piece of quality coming on the stroke of half-time, when Mings flicked on a long throw-in to pick out Mings and he scored an incredible overhead kick. Ghazi fired in their second from the spot, after Lascelles used his arm to block Mings' header. Newcastle thought they had a penalty themselves after a poor challenge from Martinez, but Wilson was offside in the build-up, and VAR took away the spot kick. It ends 0-0 between Crystal Palace and Brentford, after a keenly fought contest. The chance of the game arrived within the first 10 minutes, when Zaha slipped Gallagher in behind before the midfielder cracked a shot against the underside of the bar. From there, the game became a lot tighter. Brentford just shaded the first half, but Mbeumo and Toney spurned opportunities. The second half followed the same pattern. Brentford were in control, but failed to create any clear chances. Rayo was forced to make a brilliant save from MacArthur's rasping drive on the break. But ultimately, this game ended 0-0. A thrilling contest ends all square in the Premier League clash between Leeds United and Everton. The Toffees went ahead through Dominic Calvert-Lewin from the penalty spot after VAR judged that he was fouled by Liam Cooper. However, Mattis Click responded before the break to level the scores. Demarai Gray restored Everton's advantage with his first goal for the club. The Whites bounced back with their second equalizer of the game as Rafinha curled in a fine strike. Although both teams had chances for a winner, neither could secure the 3 points. Manchester City simply outclassed Norwich today to earn their first win of the campaign. Krell's own goal and Grealish's first City goal in the first half were joined by Laporte's effort from the corner and Sterling and Mars' strikes off the bench. Newly promoted Norwich mustered just one shot all game, and were well beaten by the reigning champions. It finishes 5-0 to Manchester City. Brighton make it back-to-back wins with a 2-0 victory over Watford, thanks to first half goals from Duffy and Mbappe. The hosts dominated most of the game and fully deserved their triumph, and could have scored a few more, with Codley and Gross both going close. Watford never really got going, and didn't test Brighton until late on, but by then it was too late, and the Seagulls comfortably saw the game out. The points are shared between Southampton and Manchester United, after it finishes 1-1 at St Mary's. The hosts took the lead in the first half, after Adams saw his strike deflected off Fred, and it went down as an own goal for the United man. However, the visitors rallied in the second period and Greenwood equalized on 55 minutes, and it looked like United would then go on and win the game, with chances falling to Pogba and Greenwood, but they couldn't convert. Meanwhile at the other end, De Gea was called into action to deny Armstrong, who should have done better after only having the keeper to beat. Spurs hold on to see out a 1-0 win over Wolves. Ali scored the winning goal just 9 minutes into the game from the spot, after he was brought down by Salah. Wolves had some great chances, with Sace, Jimenez, Neves, and Dendoncker all coming close, but they couldn't find the target. Spurs had a couple of late opportunities to add to their tally, with Salah making 2 double saves, and also denying Dyer from close range. Chelsea eased to their second win in a row in the Premier League, by defeating Arsenal 2-0 at the Emirates Stadium. Romelu Lukaku marked his second debut for the Blues, by scoring the opener with a close-range finish from Reece James' cross. James then notched the second himself with a crisp strike into the top left corner. The Gunners struggled to break down the visitors, and could not even find one goal to forge a way back into the game as they slumped to their second defeat of the campaign. It's a good time to be a West Ham fan. West Ham continued their 100% start to the season, by blowing 10-man Leicester away. The hosts were the better side all game, holding Leicester at arm's length, before taking control of the match after Peres was sent off. Tielemans briefly gave Leicester hope, by pulling the score back to 2-1, but Antonio's 2 late goals put the game to bed.
Lit. Roll up to the party, roll up to the party. Roll up to the party, roll up to the party. Roll up to the party, roll up to the party. Roll up to the